evening everyone, welcome to a new vlog. This one's going to be a bit different. I'm going to help you plan your trip to Tenerife, what you should do, some of my recommendations and the process of how you can book your trip to this lovely island. I know a lot of you have been before, a lot of you will know where you're going to stay, what you're going to do, but there's a lot of people who watch the videos who don't know the best way to book and the best way to experience the island. So I'm going to go all through all that with you and go through the process, do it how I would do it, show you some of my recommendations, and you can get yourself over to Tenerife and see some of these lovely sunsets and experience the island. So let's stride on. So, first thing you're going to want to do is work out when you want to come and visit Tenerife. All year round you're going to get sunshine, you're going to get warmth, you're going to be able to go to the beach, everything like that. So all year round is a good time. In the summer it's going to be much hotter, running from July to September. It's going to be much warmer. If you're not a big fan of, big heat, then I'd recommend coming in the winter. Personally, my favourite time would be from November through to March. It's nice and warm in the daytime, 23, 24, and then in the evening time it drops down to about 16, 17. You need a little jumper, pair of jeans, and that's my favourite time. I find that the most comfortable. Obviously you might be restricted by school holidays as to when you can come, but any time really is a good time to visit Tenerife. There's loads of pros for every month of the year. In the warmer months you are going to be able to do more things like Siam Park, but you can still do those in the winter. You just might need a rash vest. The boat trips run, everything runs right through the year. All the excursions, the golf, the boat trips, jet skis, everything is all year round, but you'll probably find more of the outdoor excursions slightly more comfortable in the summer. So once you've decided when you want to come, the next thing you're going to have to decide is where you're going to stay. And I mean that in terms of what area. So you might want to stay in the north, which is a lot more local, a lot more Spanish, or you're going to stay in the south. Which area of the south are you going to stay in? Are you going to go for Los Cristianos, which is more laid back, more apartments? Are you going to go for Las Americas, which is a bit more party style, hotels, a bit more lively? Or are you going to go for a Decky, which is a bit more upmarket, a bit more of your 5-star, 4-star hotels in that area, lovely beaches? So that's what I'd try and do, research some of the areas, pick an area that you'd like to stay in the most, that suits your holiday style the most as well. And then from there you're going to go on to step 3, which is finding your accommodation. So you'll either prefer having a hotel, all inclusive, you might want to go self-catering, you might want to move around. I'd recommend, personally, I use booking.com to find a hotel that suits me for my budget, and then go on the reviews, check the reviews of those hotels. I'll Google the hotel as well outside of booking.com and see what the reviews are like, set my budget. There's all kinds on booking.com. You can have 5-star to 2 stars. You could also use the likes of Airbnb to find accommodation as well. But one key thing to note, make sure you get legal accommodation. Make sure they're registered, they're allowed to rent the apartments or the accommodation, and you go down the legal route, especially at the moment with COVID-19, because the COVID-19 cover will not apply if you do not stay in legal accommodation. If you stay in someone's private apartment and pay them cash or something like that, you would not have that COVID-19 cover. So once you've found your accommodation, you've found the area you want to stay in, you've found the time of year you want to come, then I'd go for flights. Now the best way for me, I use skyscanner.net. That compares all the airlines, all the flights on all the dates, and picks out the cheapest flight for you. If you're not worried about price, you can pick out the best flight time that suits you as well with Skyscanner. You might find flights cheaper on the next day or the day before. I always use Skyscanner, and then I'll click through and go and book on the actual airline website. So for example, if Ryanair comes up the cheapest, I know they're the cheapest price. I'll click through and go to ryanair.com and book on there. That'll be it. Obviously, if you've got school holidays, then you might be restricted with the flights. You might have to pay slightly higher price with school holidays and half terms and things. But I always use Skyscanner. It'll compare them all and then go for you know, the one that suits you most. Maybe the cheapest, it might not be the cheapest. It might be going on a different flight time. But yeah, skyscanner.net. So once you've booked your flights, you've booked your accommodation, you know where you're staying. Next thing you're going to need to book, if you're that type of holiday person, would be your car hire. I do highly recommend getting a car over here. It's the best way to explore the island. You can go up Tady, you can go and do different things. Sometimes the sun will be out in the north and it'll be cloudy in the south, or vice versa. You can always try and find the sun somewhere. I highly recommend a car. If you do want to rent a car, go on sanasti.com, www.sanasti.com. You can get it delivered to your accommodation, you can pick it up locally, or you can pick it up and drop it off at the airport. They do discounts as well. If you quote the KnightStrider or the MacMaster, you will get 10% discount on your car hire at sanasti.com. Next on the list would be your excursions. So you're highly likely going to want to do a few excursions when you come out, whether it be a boat trip, playing golf, going up the volcano. I highly recommend Daniel at Tenerife First Excursions. I've done plenty of YouTube videos with him and the MacMaster. We've experienced them all. I know he's fully legal. He works with the best companies, the best boat trips, the best quad bikes. He only works with legal companies as well. So I highly recommend Daniel. He'll give you a great price. If you get quite a few things together, he'll give you discount. Highly recommend Daniel. So go on Tenerife First Excursions. You can go back and watch some of my videos and also the MacMaster's videos and see some of these excursions that we've done. See what we thought of them. Get a feel for them. The trip up Tady is fantastic. The quad bikes are fantastic, and the jet skis are brilliant as well. So you've pretty much done everything now. You've booked your flights, your accommodation. You may have gone down an alternate route and gone for a package with the likes of Jet2, or on the beach you can do a package with your accommodation and your flights. That's great as well. I do recommend self-catering because there's plenty of fantastic restaurants you can eat in, but some people prefer to do the all-inclusive way. If you have, that's fantastic. You can still do the excursions, you can still do the car hire, but one thing, either way, no matter how you book at the moment, you will need plenty of these, your masks. Make sure you wear them, comply with the rules. The police are out in force, make sure you're wearing them, take them everywhere with you, bring spare ones. If you're doing excursions, take a few with you in case they get dirty. Just stay safe. Bring some hand sanitizer with you as well, keep it with you in your pocket, and just stay safe really. If you play by the rules, the island's here, it's going to welcome you, you'll have a brilliant time. Just, you know, stick to the rules, stay safe. You will highly likely also need the COVID test certificate. I'm going to do a separate video on that. I'll put the link in the description when I do. There will be a whole separate video on that COVID-19 test that you will need to come over with. But that's it, I think. I think I've pretty much covered everything. I mean, there's some fantastic things to see and do on the island. There's plenty of different places to stay. But plan it out. Plan the holiday that's going to suit you the most. Tenerife's got plenty to offer. If you want a chilled holiday, you can have a chilled holiday. If you want an active holiday, you can have an active one. Plenty. If you want to do a boot camp style holiday as well, you can come and just do exercises. You can do cycling up Tady. You can do sailing holidays. You name it. But plan it out. Plan a holiday that's going to suit you the most, and we'll be here to welcome you. Come along, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Stride on.